What's good, Hollywood?
Conor McGregor totally stole the show at the BKFC press conference with one of the wildest promos that we have seen in a long time. In true McGregor fashion, he grabbed the mic and turned the energy all the way up.
And may we rise above the night sky and rain down blows viciously on all our deniers. And announce here today that Bare Knuckle FC, October 11th is your date. And you'll dance for me, boy. You'll dance for the owner. And then we can talk. As your date is up.
At one point, Conor even announced that Yoel Romero has officially signed with BKFC.
Former UFC World Title Challenger, Yoel, Soldier of God, Romero!
The whole moment felt like classic Conor. Loud, crazy, and completely over the top. And of course, the comment section blew up. People were joking about his insane energy, saying stuff like he's on something. One fan wrote, "This MF turned into a pastor mid-promo." Another joke, there is still people who think he's fighting again. Someone else added, "Unmatched energy. He'd beat Topuria easy if he came back." Another saying, "How much coke does he do in one sitting?" And energy drink press conference McGregor is back. Some fans even joked that this is straight up cinema. The Truth of MMA wrote, "Man, I really miss this dude in the UFC. Say whatever you want about him, but one thing is for sure, he is the best talker the MMA world has ever seen." Mr. Samuel Sen wrote, "It's been a while since McGregor spoke in full sentences like that. He is definitely back in shape." Now, whether you love him or hate him, McGregor knows how to create a moment. And this one was pure chaos. Just the kind of entertainment the BKFC was hoping for. So, let us know what you think. Is McGregor truly back, or was he just having fun on the mic?
Everybody wants to see his.
Jon Jones seriously wants to fight at the White House. And no, this is not a joke. A lot of fans thought that Jon Jones was just trolling when he said he wanted to fight at the White House. But now it is clear that he was very serious. Recently, Jones doubled down on this wild idea, posting, "Donald made his announcement on the morning of the 4th of July. I called the UFC headquarters that very same afternoon. I'll just leave it at that. America. Now that tickles my pickle." In another post, he said, "For me, it's about the opportunity to represent America at the White House. I don't care who I fight that night. I found my reason why. Something more than money." So whether it is Tom Aspinall or even a surprise return of Francis Ngannou, this could be the most epic heavyweight fight in UFC history. Most fans still don't believe that it'll happen, but imagine this. Jones versus Aspinall, or Jones versus Ngannou in front of the White House. Does sound insane, but with Jon Jones, nothing is off the table. So what do you think? Could this actually happen?
I saw Jones. We don't know if he was serious. Is he not retired anymore? Is he back in the...
You jump back in the pool, so...
Manager Ali Abdelaziz confirmed on the Pound for Pound podcast that Islam's next fight will not take place in Abu Dhabi. Instead, it is heading to a major U.S. arena, possibly Madison Square Garden. Both Makhachev and his opponent, Jack Della Maddalena, are on board with the MSG idea. Recently, Dana White also confirmed, if Islam wins the title, you immediately have a super fight lined up with Ilia Topuria.
Fuck, what?
Another massive fight would be Ilia versus Islam, too.
Of course.
Yeah.
But, Salim is obsessed with that fight.
Oh, really?
He's obsessed with it. And I tell him, I'm like, but they both got to win more fights in their division first, right? That's kind of how you do it, right? When it's like they both run through their division, and then it's like you're in the position where it's like, I got to make this. That's what happened with Volk Islam, right?
Well, the other thing is, too, is that Islam moves up, and obviously if Islam won the title, you immediately have a super fight with him and Ilia. So
could that be, if Islam gets one victory, could that potentially happen?
You have to see... It's one thing to sit around. This is what the media always tries to do, sit around and talk about these fights before they happen, or, hypothetically speaking. I don't like hypothetical. Mm-hmm. These are options that we have if things play out that way, but you never know what's going to happen.
I hope UFC let him move up and fight. That would be amazing 45 champion, 55 champion, and then 170. That's amazing. I think if he does that, he will be the greatest of all time. So it's a great time to be alive and to see and to be a UFC fan.
If Islam Makhachev and Khamzat Chimaev both win their next fights, 5 out of the 9 UFC male champions will be ethnically from the Caucasus. That is crazy when you think about it. People are probably wondering, how is this even possible? But this is the Caucasus that we are talking about. It is a region that is shaped by thousands of years of war. That warrior spirit is in their blood. Generation after generation, their ancestors survived and fought in the mountains. So maybe it really is genetics. Maybe it's just in their nature. Just take a look at Georgia, a country of barely 3.5 million people, and they already have 2 UFC champions. And not just champions, they have Ilia Topuria, who is ranked the #1 pound for pound, and Merab Dvalishvili is right behind Makhachev at number 3.
But what's going on with Georgia? What is this country doing right now, producing some of the top fighters in the world? You guys got a secret training program we don't know about?
Something in the water. Exactly.
Smart.
And now we might be adding the first UFC champion from Chechnya, Khamzat Chimaev. Of course, he still needs to win the belt, but honestly, it's hard to see Khamzat letting that opportunity slip. I truly believe that he's gonna take it, but Kyle Barrejo believes that Khamzat Chimaev might retire if he wins the belt at UFC 318. He is convinced that Khamzat is dealing with some serious health issues and says that there is a lot of pressure coming from his home country.
I heard somewhere some people saying that if he wins the belt, he's gonna retire. I think
you
so.
heard that? That people were talking about?
Some little talks.
Oh wow.
Some whispers, you know, some whispers about that. Like if he wins the belt, he retires, you know. Like, I'm not sure of that. I don't know if I believe that or not, but it's an option, you know. There's too much pressure on him. Yeah, health problems and a lot of pressure from his country. I don't know, maybe he retires, maybe not.
Wow.
I don't. He has a lot of money already. Like a lot of money. He's good with money, you know. He'll be already the champion. So why not retire? I'll do the same.
And yeah, there might be some truth to that. Khamzat simply cannot afford to lose. The stakes are way too high. So we might see him defend the belt once and then walk away. I mean, why would he keep fighting? He already has money, fame, respect, really everything you could want. But hey, we'll see. Time will tell, as they say.
Colby Covington. Jorge Masvidal.
Fake gangster.
Kamaru Usman.
Good fighter.
Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Good fighter.
Alex Pereira.
Alex Pereira. Scared boy.
Robert Whittaker.
Good boy.
Sean Strickland.
Sean Strickland. Funny guy.
Conor McGregor.
Showman.
Merab Dvalishvili just had dinner with one of the top UFC bosses, Hunter Campbell, and he made it clear. He wants to go back in the octagon as soon as possible. He shared a photo from the dinner on social media saying, "Great dinner with the boss. Told him I am hungry to fight as soon as possible. Stay tuned." From the looks of it, his next opponent might just be Cory Sandhagen. Merab recently said that he doesn't want to just win, he wants to finish fights. He wants to make his friends, family, and his home country, Georgia, proud with some big, dominant victories. Decisions are not enough anymore. Now he is coming to destroy his opponents. He also understands that time does not wait. He's only got a few prime years left, and he doesn't want to waste them. That is why he is ready to fight as often as possible while he is still in top shape. Now for fans, this is great news. The machine is ready for war again. And if the fight with Sandhagen gets made, it is going to be a wild one. Every time Merab steps into the cage, it feels like a celebration. So stay tuned, because something big is coming. And before we wrap this up, let's give some love to Dustin Poirier, man. He promised he's doing everything extra to make this last fight the best one of his career. He wants fans to remember this trilogy with Max Holloway forever.
I tried to get into like the middle space of this last one, try to do everything right, not that I didn't before, but just try to be extra. Like I started my diet a few weeks before I even left to come out for training camp, and I've been in South Florida for 8 weeks now. So just try to get ahead of everything, you know. We'll try to make the last one the best one and show the world that I'm walking away from this sport, not because I feel like I can't compete with these guys or anything like that. I'm not getting squeezed out of the sport. I'm not letting the sport retire me. I want to go out there, have an incredible performance, and leave on my terms.
That is all for today. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because it is very important to us. And thank you all in advance.